Good morning, Your Honor. May I approach the bench? I don't give a damn what anyone thinks. I stay up all night and I smoke and I drink. I'm a wanted man and I'm blowing town. Don't waste your time trying to hunt me down. The cops are saying I belong behind bars, and I'm guilty. I'm guilty as charged.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Kolchak retrospective called Guilty as Charged. Tonight we are going to be doing episode number 15, Chopper. Our two co-hosts are here. The interrupter himself, Gill Rockatansky.
Hello.
And also here again, joining us, who is now an official co-host, Mr. X, Jeffrey Martin.
Hello.
Hello. We haven't done this in a while, guys, so we might be...
Oh, yeah, Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year. Gil had another baby while we were gone. No, we haven't been gone that long. But yes, episode number 15, Chopper. So, on the count of 3, 2, 1, for our sake, we will start this bad boy. And I'll say 3, 2, 1, and play. 3, 2, 1, play. All
Whistling
right.
away.
Mr. Whistle. Every time I play this, my bird chirps along with it. So I got my headphones in tonight, so you can't hear it.
And that suit made an appearance in this week's X-Files.
It sure did. It was actually a pretty good episode.
Yeah, it was a really good episode.
It reminded me of old school X-Files.
Yeah, like the one with the freak was obsessed with Cher.
It was funny.
Yeah. And the episode that had the Jim Rose Circus Sideshow in it.
Yeah, that was a good one too. There's a lot of good episodes of the X-Files. I'm glad it came back, and there's rumor that there might be more than this 6.
The teenage years.
I think it's doing
probably.
Yeah, I think it's doing pretty well in the ratings.
Aimless joyrides in the forbidden
The teenage years.
A time the world
Are you with us?
Yeah, I am. I think I'm a little bit ahead of you, but that's nothing new.
It had been a time when they had sown the seeds of their own destruction.
All right.
I'm watching.
The Cook County warehouse and impound yard. It had been the center
What?
of considerable controversy. One of Chicago's largest cemeteries, the Hills of Lethe, had been sold to a real estate
I'm just going to skip
developer
forward
who
to
was
2
going
minutes
to
and
erect
10 seconds of Chopper.
The former occupants of Hills of Lethe had
10 minutes.
In spite of the care that was
Right, I'm at 2 minutes and 11 seconds.
mistakes and oversights. In one case, the oversight was very small,
I am too.
but it blossomed into a flower.
What a
of
professional
evil.
show.
Oh,
Some heads are gonna roll.
I'm at 158, so whatever.
Hard, spare life and had become a hopeless insomniac. But on the night of February 5th, she had managed to doze off. for a
Lovely
while.
Rita, Rita Maid.
This is a cool little
It's
effect.
62.
So why do they call this episode Chopper?
Because they're riding on motorcycles and chopping heads off.
Double whammy.
Double entendre.
Look at that ghostly effect there.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Police never did answer how a 20-year-old motorcycle
That
with
front
long
projection.
suspended gas
Yeah.
and oil had roared out into the chill Cicero
I quite like the fact that it's a projection onto a garage door of someone breaking through that garage door.
Yeah, that poor garage.
April 6th, near the Great Lakes.
It
That's
seems
meta
like
garage.
Joseph Morton,
Yeah,
66,
but
would have liked an answer.
someone was
Then the
clearly
police brushed aside.
thinking that that
Joe
would
probably could have provided some of the
make it
information,
more
but the
impactful,
event also had a place in his
as opposed to making people think
could have provided
that's not
some
entirely
answer
broken.
if he had survived
Hey, it looked good. It looked good in the 70s, Gil. Specifically, January 31st, 1975. Now look at that special effect right there.
Yeah, look at that. That's some amazing stuff.
Hell of a bike rider right there.
Is that Aidan Quinn that he's chasing?
Yeah. He ran right into the taxi. All he had to do was stay there and he wouldn't get him, right?
Here comes the chopper to chop off your head.
Look how bad that really does look.
And here comes Miss Emily to put you to bed.
Oh, it's the stump though.
Bing!
The guy just, no! Having made no attempt to stop the murder that was obviously about to happen.
So here we go. Chopper would be one of the series' best episodes if only the hammy headless rider didn't look so obviously like a stuntman with a jacket pulled over his head and phony shoulders. As Chai Chermak points out, 20 years later, special effects could have made the rider look really frightening. Still, plenty goes right in this story, which is why both Chermak and David Chase single it out as one of their favorites.
And it also stars Jesse White from Breaking Bad.
Jesse, bitch.
And Art Matrano from that 70s show.
Yes, and Larry Linville from MASH.
And the story was written by the guys who brought you Back to the Future. I've always
Sure
thought
was.
Back to the Future could have used a headless motorcycle rider with a samurai sword.
Instead of Jaws 19, it should have been Kolchak 19.
Exactly.
And then
also-
after Back to the Future, they managed to even better themselves when they brought out Trespass.
I love Trespass. You better not be fucking around.
He is.
Ass.
Mr. Magoo is in this too.
Yes, he is.
And Thurston Howell III. All right, Gil. What does this man have to do with Kolchak?
What do you mean, what does he have to do with
The
him?
guy he's talking to. Come on. What other thing has he done? And it's not MASH. All right, I'll give it to you.
Is it after MASH?
He was in the original Night Stalker movie. He played the
Was
doctor.
he?
He played the doctor who.
Oh, that was ages ago.
I know. I'm sorry. You can't even remember yesterday. I'm sorry.
He's also the guy that gets mistaken for the guy who was on the Bob Newhart show.
He is that guy in a lot of things. You look at me, who is it? Oh, it's that guy.
Yeah.
What else was he in? Oh, just all that stuff. Mostly MASH.
He's not Dick Miller. Who the hell is that?
Was he in the MASH sequel?
Hmm?
Was he in the MASH sequel?
No. Didn't this character get killed in MASH?
Did he?
Oh, I'm not sure. I was never a huge MASH fan. That dude that's in the.
Were you a Big Bangers fan?
Hey, that's another show. No comment. Uh-oh.
I told you things would be different. Hey, wait a minute!
You ninny head.
Why I oughta.
That's my car!
Okay, let's see if we can make some sense of this now.
I've seen some brilliant comments about the X-Files episode on some of the Facebook pages. Kolchak fans seem to be quite split.
I hated
And
the
there's some
episode.
that, like, for some strange reason, some of them think that there was a rumour that it was going to be Carl Kolchak. And I don't know where that rumour supposedly came from, because every time somebody said, is it going to be Carl Kolchak, I would point out to them the IMDb page says Rhys Darby plays Guy Mann.
Yeah.
Did you also show them on the IMDb page where it says Darren McGavin's fucking dead?
He was in 2 episodes of the X-Files.
He was. Basically playing Carl Kolchak.
Yep.
And then somebody else took over for him and said he was his brother, and that was that was
Sidney Kolchak.
it was played by Mehmet Walsh.
Mehmet.
Mehmet Walsh.
Mehmet Walsh, who was once a pharaoh.
This
Yep.
Morgan guy, he was in a lot of shows back in the day too.
He was the engineer in Westworld that got killed out in the desert on the go-kart. With the
Was
golf
he?
cart. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff. One of those faces you don't forget.
Yeah, usually his big line is, "Please don't!"
He looks like he could have gone on to become Gene Wilder's stunt double.
Yeah, he could have, right?
Would have.
Just get curly hair on him.
But I like the idea of him not being a stunt double in films, just in real life.
Want some more of my expert opinion? Yeah. Try a wet razor cut with a blow dry and a good shampoo with nucleic acids, maybe celery concentrate.
He's no Gordy the Ghoul.
I'll do it for you myself.
I do like that he's trying to improve Carl, though.
Kolchak.
Now, what were we talking about? We're talking about that.
Yeah, his name's Neil.
Doll over here. Long before we started talking about this little doll, we're
Ah, here comes Mr. Jim Backus.
Car salesman.
That's Johansson Road Monarch 560 by 18. Yes. Now, no, here's a model, an NBH Model 80.
He knows his tires.
Very, very conservative.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all.
What kind of a bike could I find these tires? Now, hold on.
Well, if it was a pipe, you'd understand it.
That's true. If it was a crack,
Crack pipe. Or bagpipes.
have you ever been bagpiped?
No, I don't want to. Thank you. Thanks for the offer, but no.
Do you prefer tromboning?
Nope. I'm not
Ever played the skin suit?
skin fluting either.
Damn it!
But I'm telling you the fact. Those tires were made for the old BSA, the Beezers. And not one has hit the asphalt since the 50s. That tire is very popular with the bike gangs. When I
Right now, people are going to be very disappointed in us as they Google tromboning.
No.
Don't look at Urban Dictionary for anything that we say.
Yeah, you can never listen to anything Gill says.
Yeah, bagpiping will be on there as well.
Yes. You know bagpipes, the guys who play bagpipes in the kilts.
Yep.
Just so happens that I was shot down in flames.
Lovey, I'm on my way home.
140 Tiger Shark.
Then you've got all the drummers that stand at the side playing the drums and
for a year.
the occasional little rim shot.
I couldn't walk. They make darn
It's a long way to go for that one.
Wow.
forgive. Forget.
Oh, bagpipe bands have got drummers.
Yes, of course, certainly. Listen, I'll come
Yep.
back. We can talk about me buying.
It's a long way to go for that one. That's all I'm going to say.
All right.
Right, you try and connect bagpiping and rim shot.
How many puffs does it take to make the bag work when you're bagpiping?
April 6th, 8:45 p.m. Studs
I don't know.
real name.
Why don't you ask the
Actually,
Tootsie Pop Owl?
It wouldn't be that many because all you have to do is fill the bag and the bag doesn't put up a
There's
lot
Art Marciano.
of resistance. And then you use the bag to squeeze the air through the pipes
Right.
that do have quite a bit of resistance, because if you try and just play the mouthpiece from the bagpipes with the piece that you do all the finger work on, whatever that bit would be called, that's called a chanter when you're just playing those two parts. It's really difficult to get a note out of one of those.
Oh, wait,
So
I can feel it
the
coming on.
Fuck off.
Come on, man. He's about to kill the guy. The cable man. If he would have just stayed on the telephone pole, he might have been alright.
This thing reminds me when I used to have an Evel Knievel stunt cycle and I just took the helmet off. That's what Chopper looks like to me.
Oh, he listened to me, see? He jumped off the telephone pole.
Yeah.
Phew, that was close.
Sword strikes pole. I thought he was Italian.
Ba-dum-bum. That's why he's on the show, folks. Hidden gems.
Is it real?
Hidden gems like that.
There was somebody in one of the Kolchak groups that said that they get the train to work every day and their train goes past that building.
Did the doctor let you out?
Yeah. But the diet.
So condolences to them because it means they live in Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago.
I gotta take this stuff. What is it? Magnesium suspension.
And we know what's in Chicago.
Tastes like eggnog
Chicago.
mixed with
Bears?
toothpaste and billiard chalk.
Gary Hill.
For your own good.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's very original.
Do you really think you ought to drive to work?
Yeah. All I have to do is take it easy and go easy on the workload and sort of ease into things.
So one of the contributing writers to Chopper was, which we mentioned earlier, Robert Zemeckis, and he was also part of the McCloud TV series back in his early 20s. So him and a guy named Bob Gale worked on a couple of ideas for Night Stalker, and they did produce one, which was this one. And they said they needed ideas for scripts, and they knew they were going to have trouble because they needed, a new monster every damn week. So they had already done a werewolf, a vampire, a zombie. So they're running out of ideas. So they created a folklore that could plug into the series, hoping that they would get their first sale of a draft. And they started out with a Legend of Sleepy Hollow type thing, and combined it with the 50s biker, and they bought it. So there you go.
So it was originally called The Legend of Greasy Hollow.
Yeah, the Legend of Grease Lightning.
I should have got out my Phantom of the Paradise soundtrack just so that I could play Goodbye Eddie Goodbye over some part of this episode.
It's not real. I mean, I checked it out.
Said they kept all of the main elements of the story. They just rewrote some of it because they didn't understand the limitations of television.
To inflict that kind of damage, no matter how fast the bike was going.
Oh, I see.
Well, the thing they should have changed is not make him headless.
Well, yeah.
It's really not understanding the limitations of this show, not television so much.
Yeah.
Just,
Today there'd be no limitations if you think about it.
Right.
You know what I would have had them do? Like have the visor
No, Gill, what
totally,
would you have had them do?
have the visor totally blacked out, and then he lifts the visor and it's just a skeleton's face, and then he puts the visor back down, because then all you have to do is have a skeleton head in a visor. I think a skeleton head's called a skull.
Don't look that up. So in 1978, Zemeckis...
You can trust me, I'm a doctor.
He turned to directing in 1978. He did I Want to Hold Your Hand. I'm guessing it's a Beatles movie.
It was about Beatlemania, yes, when the Beatles first came to America. Nancy Allen's in that movie. It's pretty good.
Sweet.
Oh, I've seen that one then.
Then, of course, he's done Used Cars, Romancing the Stone, the Back to the Future movies, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. He did an episode
Trespass.
of Tales from the Crypt.
Bordello of Blood. They did the Bordello of Blood movie, didn't they?
I don't think so, did he?
I think Bob Gale did.
And then he picked up an Oscar for directing Forrest Gump. And then to think it all started with a headless motorcycle rider.
I think start with a headless motorcycle rider. What's big
I
deal?
think they had
Yes.
credits before that. I'm pretty sure they had writing credits before this.
I'm just going by what my book says, Gill. You know, the book you read in every headline that we do, every synopsis. Newty has a book.
Yeah, that's because it's copy and paste. It's the same thing every episode.
It sure is. What's the name of the show again? XT is charged.
Guilty as X.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Nobody wants that.
It's Garrett. He's starting to talk like you now.
I keep almost sending things to X now.
What do you mean almost sending?
Well, whenever I order things off Amazon now, it keeps suggesting your address. Because I said, because I sent you Reanimator through
Reanimator.
Amazon, but then also whenever I go to the billing and shipping page of anything, the autocomplete on my computer has your address in it, so it keeps just going, is this where you want to send stuff?
Awesome. One day you're gonna send him the wrong thing, and the cops will be at his door.
That's gotta be creepy.
Are you sure it wasn't the lights or the speed of whatever it was that
Who
happened?
am I? Where the fuck do I live?
Go ahead.
You better move.
What's wrong with my accent?
All that for a $9 item on Amazon.
Well, Zemeckis was executive producer on Bordello of Blood,
Oh, we're back to that.
and wrote the story.
Cool. And he hired Corey Haim and Corey Feldman.
He's got credits for 2 short films before Kolchak, so they don't really count.
Well, then I'll write the guy who wrote this book and tell him he was wrong.
Fucking
No, I just said they don't count.
Mr. Van Gogh. Go.
Joe
Mr.
Moore.
Van Gogh.
Sure, Mother. I forgot how to fucking talk. Great. More. Drink more. Nama banani.
Yeah, Bob Gale's also credited for Bordello of Blood.
You stepped on my wife.
Demon Knight was better than Bordello of Blood.
Yeah, it was by a long shot.
Yeah.
Save the wear and tear in my ears.
I don't like Dennis
No
Miller.
information on the Morton homicide, period. Okay.
It's not that I mind Dennis Miller. He was just completely miscast in that role.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's fine for when he's doing what he needs to do, but
You're not kidding. You don't know. You don't know that
These
Joseph Morton
cats
is an
in the
heir
Democratic
to that
Party
famous
obviously
corporate
don't know what they're doing.
Oh boy. Well, I got an inside tip. And I had
he
a
was
fax letter to
miscast
check
when he
out.
did Monday Night Football too.
Jesus.
That was terrible.
No, who was worse, him or Rush
Loser
Limbaugh?
wasn't about to inherit anything
Rush
but a cab
Limbaugh.
driver's fat
Uh-huh.
behind. He was a young punk from Cicero, had a yellow sheet as long as your arm.
It's just a
nobody.
man with
He was
2
worth
names
$8 million
that don't
bucks,
seem
that's
real.
somebody. Morton ran away from
Like
home.
Gil
He was 14
Rockatansky.
years old, lived with a couple in Cicero.
Well, that's because neither of those are my actual names, so
Gillathian.
They let him
I
join
kinda
the
get away with
Jokers,
it.
a punk bike gang, boozing, girls, breaking store windows, huh?
What's your real name?
1956 alone, Morton was busted
Gil
9
Rockatansky?
times. Drunk and disorderly, aggravated assault, grand theft auto.
Probably something like Susie.
Okay, all right.
You Scottish people.
Better check it out for yourself.
Jonathan Rotten.
Heather.
He's probably got like 15 names.
No, my name is Juan Sanchez Ramirez. I was chief metallurgist to the kings of Spain,
Ron Mexico.
and I am immortal. You cannot die, Highlander.
What stage you had to fight?
It's so fun. I loved the fact that, see, when they were going to do the Highlander reboot, loads of people were complaining that Ryan Reynolds was going to be playing Connor McLeod. They were going, oh, you can't have Ryan Reynolds playing a Scotsman. In the original film, they had a fucking French guy playing the Scotsman, and they had the most famous Scottish actor in the world playing a fucking Egyptian. Like
No, he was
2,000-year-old
Spanish. He was Spanish.
No, he was Egyptian. Juan Sanchez Ramirez was actually
That's such an Egyptian name.
yeah.
Yeah,
He
it
was
sure
meant,
is.
he was meant to originally be Egyptian, and
Yeah, well, whatever. He flew and came from the planet Geist, so...
yeah, I think that the official story on his name was that he was so old that he'd changed his name, like Connor ends up doing when he's Nash and all that. And the Juan Sanchez Ramirez was the last one that he'd bothered sticking with.
I never worked with a press.
Because
But it was meant to be Egyptian.
it helped him get free coffee.
Well, I'm just trying to balance this vote. Out and take your riches to rags nonsense.
Maybe it's
And
more
you should-
about that. I picked this coffee.
And he managed to buy all that stuff in the second film with just one pearl earring. Just think what he could have got if he'd offered the guy a pearl necklace.
God damn it, I knew it was
He's
coming.
still, yeah, his jokes are like you can foresee them in the future now.
Yeah, but they can't be stopped. That's
No,
the thing.
that's the thing. You can't stop them.
That's all right.
It's like rolling down a hill.
Hey, look,
love this.
badass Art Metrano.
Yeah, look at the Nazis.
Colors.
Look like Sean on a...
My name's Kolchak.
Oh yeah, that's the Rakshasha. They're just trying to keep him away, Gill. See, it's a
Well,
callback.
yeah, but they're clockwise, not anti-clockwise.
You want to be free. Do what you want to do.
We want to get loaded.
That's right.
No, I mean the Washington
The Jefferson airplane.
Yeah, you see,
Didn't Marty Ballin just die?
a short film about
No,
No, Paul
it wasn't
Camp.
Paul
Paul
Camper
Camper,
yet.
you know, and it's screened
So,
on a,
yeah, fuck you and
on
your
an airplane
disrespect.
flight to Washington, D.C., the Washington airplane.
I went to see the like
Oh, yeah.
Jefferson airplane a couple of years ago,
And I never did see any of your flicks.
and they were
I don't blame you.
superb. They were utterly immense, but they weren't the best gig of the week because the previous night I'd been to see the Magic Band in the same venue.
Oh yeah? Did you go see the Elastic Band too?
Nope,
The Rubber Band Man?
nope.
He didn't prepare himself for the Rubber Band Man.
I'm going to go see Starship, so I wonder if he'll mention it when they come.
Who's going to be in Starship?
It's the lead singer from Jefferson,
Mickey Thomas.
yeah, and then just whoever else. I don't think it's anybody else from the band.
Mickey Thomas and studio musicians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that the ones that have still got a little bit of integrity are still just doing the Jefferson airplane thing.
Yeah.
They went back to that. They were like, let's just keep our integrity.
What are you saying? Mickey Thomas has no integrity?
You can tell him I said that.
I'll tell him to contact Davi about you. If you want to know about him, just contact Davi.
He probably knows David. They'll probably get connections in the same spinster audience.
Hey, baby, one pill makes me larger.
So I'm guessing you took the blue pill, Neo?
Yeah, I'm not going to comment on that.
Right now we have a guest star, Jeffrey X's wife, Cootie.
Get out of here, son. I'm sorry.
Get out of here. Why I oughta.
And just yesterday was the anniversary of Buddy Holly's death.
Yes, it was.
But nobody really noticed, so all you could hear were crickets.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
God damn. Can we mute him now? So that's what we're gonna use.
You realize that he had disbanded the crickets before the plane crash, right?
That doesn't matter to him.
To be fair, all of Buddy Holly was disbanded in the plane crash.
Wow.
Too soon, Gill. This is what happens when we take time off.
Man.
Don't worry, people. We only have like 5 more episodes after this one.
Some weird kind of static discharge tonight coming from Gill, which is
Can you tell me who might have killed your husband or who might have wanted
Brutal.
your husband? Somebody on a cycle 20 years old?
It's the vapors.
No.
no, the vapors turning Japanese, and that was way after Buddy Holly.
Yeah, wait. That was a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Nice one-hit
That's
there.
that's another thing that people can look up on Urban Dictionary.
No vapors.
No, turning Japanese. It was
Oh.
a euphemism for masturbation. Because at the
Because they squint.
at the vinegar strokes when they squint, so yeah, it's not the most PC of songs the world's ever had.
Oh, good lord. We'll edit all that out in post.
Why?
Why? It's the vapors that wrote it.
That's true. That's possible. But, well, he looks scared to death to me. As a matter of fact, you do too.
Apparently, Ace of Base are Nazis as well.
So they put that out as a double feature when I touch myself when I think about you.
He was probably high as a kite. He babbled, he rambled. I thought he was
That was the Divinals.
Right.
Listen, I don't have to talk to you.
She's not overacting too much, right?
Stud was dreadful.
Yeah.
What?
Christina
About
Ansel?
not talking to
Oh,
anyone?
no, the chick
About,
on the show. Sorry.
Keeping quiet about something? What?
The chick.
Buddy Holly.
Buddy, huh?
Henry Stud
Buddy
Spake.
Holly.
That's a
When
great
my
name
old
right there.
man used to get a couple of beers in him. He used to get out an
Buddy Holly.
record of That'll Be the Day.
All right, we missed though that
And he
the
used
Watchman
to
that was in the nut house.
dance to
That
it,
was the
and
first
then he
Maytag
used to
man.
sing along,
Yep.
That'll be the day that I die. He used to sing to that. Little man.
That'll Be the Day is also another superb film from the 70s about music.
He used to say bye bye and Miss American Pie.
Oh, my poor baby's dead.
She's really, she's really bad.
Sounds like Kim Cattrall and Porky's.
But she was faking the whole time.
Can you
Just like Kim Cattrall and Porky's.
stick a sock on her? She's done.
8:40 p.m. There was only one.
I'm not even sure where you're meant to put the sock.
Cemeteries of things of the dead.
If you keep talking, I'll find a place.
Really?
Our own wire service had been carrying news of the squabbles
That's
over
on
it
the
for the
first-
past 2 weeks. When this night was over, there would be a lot
Hey,
more
we
to
got a
squabble
guest
about.
appearance by Gary.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. That was very weird.
Yeah. Guy's just looking for some head. I mean, come on.
This looks like a barn. Is this a barn? Why is there a barn in Chicago?
He's always in the dark.
Was that meant to be an impression of me?
No.
Because he does always end up chasing somebody in the dark.
Yes, he does.
But they don't have very motorbike themed music in this episode, do they?
He's not the day stalker. What the fuck do you want him to do?
True. Looks like Phil Silvers.
It does.
He was already in the Rakshasa.
I used to know that guy's name. I can't think of it now. The Maytag Night Watchman.
That's White, Jerry White, isn't it? Snow White.
White Jerry White. Is
Jesse
that his
White.
wrestling name?
Jesse White. That was Gill's joke about the guy from Breaking Bad, even though his last name wasn't White.
Never watched
No,
it.
it wasn't.
Just Jesse.
Didn't
That was
watch Breaking
Pinkman?
Bad. I did see Breaking Training, but that's different.
Breaking trannies? What? Wow, we're really getting out everything tonight, huh?
Breaking
This,
Training. It was a Bad News Bears movie, you schmuck. Breaking Training.
Oh,
Not
training.
trainees.
They said trannies. Like, what?
Not trannies. God damn it. I don't want to talk about that X-Files episode anymore.
We're a PG show here. Come on.
No, are we? I'm sorry.
You just get your
I've been saying a lot of things that are PG for a
Yeah,
long
just
time.
don't look at the Urban Dictionary.
Oh, goodness.
Call the police. Take off for a dance on your head. Don't move it.
See, this is a torch off.
Wow. You'd expect more dancing.
It's a tough Arbitron.
Yeah, but this whole scene basically involves a man with a torch looking for another man who also has a torch.
Yeah, he has a torch.
It's the least effective search ever.
Cook County warehouse. Send somebody.
Because doesn't a guy with a torch just give himself away anyway?
Yeah, he's carrying a torch for you, Gill.
Yeah.
He's looking for Tanya Roberts.
Oh, there's your head.
Yeah, if he just wanted a little head.
He just wants his machete back.
What does he want?
Oh,
Head.
gonna-
When does he
Gonna
want
need-
it?
No!
No.
Need some motorbike themed music for this chase.
I get ahead of my motorbike.
Cut
box. Gitsu. His sword can throw to a tomato, and it's in can.
Wow, they had a ramp inside that.
Whoa!
Good thing that ramp was there.
I hope they don't set that loop on fire. Oh God! What the fuck even was that, Gill?
That was Sheep on Drugs motorbike. I'm going with the popular tracks tonight.
See, I was thinking Jesus and Mary chain, and you were like, just went way the fuck out.
It did occur to me as well, but then I thought, well, that doesn't have them going, Jesus Christ, it's Saturday night.
Gill knows all the big bands.
Yeah.
War of the Superbikes. One man, one bike, one dream.
I mentioned a band to Newty the other night, and he pretty much doubted that they were even a band. Because I said Carter, the Unstoppable Sex Machine.
No, I just don't care.
You have
you're the
no
only one that
taste.
you're the only one that likes them.
You know what my favorite band name of all time is? And this is a real band. It's The Very Idea of Fucking Hitler. That's my favorite band name ever.
They should sign to my favourite record label name of all time, which is I used to fuck people like you in prison.
This is Tony Vincenzo. Tony Vincenzo. Yeah, look. Send up a couple of fishes and
Is that a Suge Knight label?
and a dill pickle. And make it fast, will you?
No, his is I run you over with my my car.
And then everybody thought that Colonel Ty from Battlestar Galactica had died.
You know I have an ulcer problem, don't you? Yeah.
Turned out it was someone else with the same name. And then everyone that had been sad about Colonel Ty dying had to then go, oh, fortunately Colonel Ty's alive, and oh, isn't it sad that this other man with the same name as him died? Whilst at the same time,
We don't know who the fuck he is.
not caring.
Look, see? The top of the shoulders there, on the top of the photograph. See the blank space in there? I mean, that guy's head was chopped off 20 years ago.
Yeah, top of the shoulders, the extra long shoulders.
He looks like the sort of thing the little children are scared of at fun fairs.
Shoulders?
Thanks, honey. I'll check into it.
Yep, shoulders.
Hot dogs.
You sit around here collecting
Miss Emily?
and gassing about guillotines and corpses on motor scooters and stuff in your faces.
Aha.
This isn't a functioning newsroom. This is occupational therapy.
Right. Are Miss Emily and Uptight a couple by this point?
Couple of old hands.
Vincenzo, he's getting cranky because he's hungry. Somebody get him a Snickers.
August 22nd, 1956. The decapitated
That's the
body
jokes I got, sorry.
He's not himself.
It's still better than Gill's jokes.
Baker, also known as Swordman Baker, was a
That's
member
true.
of the Bishops of Motorcycle Club. A man
Cicero, an actual town in Illinois.
He was known as the Sword Man. Can you imagine?
Known as the Rat.
In the vicinity of the body. I've been there.
In the vicinity of the body?
Yep.
Kolchak!
The fuck was that?
Just marvelous.
He's not,
Franklin Ajayi as a painter?
he's not supposed to be eating.
200-year-old wood either.
He's got a food pimp.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kolchak.
He's
but
got
you'll
a-
have to come back tomorrow. The exhibit starts
First chip is
tomorrow,
free, next
and
bag will
we're
cost you.
unprepared. We're
That dude,
totally
too.
unprepared.
Yeah, well, I'm only sorry I'm not going to
He was in like some Gilligan's Island episodes. And
He was in Battlestar Galactica.
was he?
Wasn't he? Wasn't he like
one of the elders?
Wasn't he the one who like got his balls just fucking crushed by the Cylons in the movie version?
But no pictures till we get it working.
The old
Like one
show?
of the
Yeah, the old show.
one of the
Aspect
like
of the reign of
the
terror would you
council
like to
members.
concentrate your oeuvre on? Political ramifications?
I don't know who this guy
Wasn't he
is.
in like the big white
Historical
robes?
antecedents, perhaps?
Yeah, I think so. It's been so long since I've seen
Is
that.
that Jay Robinson?
Aspects of the reign of terror.
That sounds right. I think that is his name.
I'm gonna look him up because he looks very familiar.
Because he looks like an effeminate vampire in everything he's in.
Spooky.
Why did the 70s have this kind of weird obsession where if anyone is meant to have any sort of interest in antiques or history, then they must be kind of effeminate in some way?
Well, because that was before Antiques Roadshow came along to make the whole antique trade so macho.
And where did it bring us to? Now we've got Storage Wars.
Yeah, except Pawn Stars.
He died in 2013. He was 83 years old.
Oh, man.
He was in Dracula.
And what?
1992. He was in The Robe, 1953. He was in Shampoo.
Damn.
Was he the doctor in Dracula?
Dracula. Mr. Hawkins.
Oh.
Well, no then.
Okay.
He was in Ghost Ship.
Attempting to wreak revenge on those that had decapitated them.
What, the old Ghost Ship?
No, that's Death Ship.
Was instituted to rebury the heads
Was Ghost Ship the one that started off with that whole cable snap?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was on Star Trek. Bewitched. That's where I know him from, Bewitched. He was on there a bunch of
He
times.
was on Star Trek.
He was Lord Petrie in Alien of Troyes.
Yes.
Hawaii 5-0. Banachek. Not Petrocelli, though.
Oh, damn it.
Planet of the Apes. Mannix. Harry O. Off the Croft Super Show. That's where I know him from, too. Dr. Shrinker.
Oh my god, he was Dr. Shrinker.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
TV series, yep.
I still remember that fucking theme song.
That's how I know him from. Oh, he was in the Bay City Rollers Meet the Saturday Superstars. Holy crap.
Awesome.
That's
He
great
played
stuff.
Count Dracula in that. Buck Rogers.
He,
25th Century.
oh, what was he in Buck Rogers?
Cassius Thorne.
Tweaky.
Planet of the Amazon Women. He was in The Sword and the Sorcerer.
It was Captain Deering. in Buck Rogers.
Voyagers. Chips.
We've done Sword and the Sorcerer on
Was
Speed
King,
Minimum as
King
well.
Charles. Light Court.
Sword and the Sorcerer is one of the greatest films of all time. If people haven't checked it out, then they should.
Is that the one with Lee Horsley?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the one where he can fire this, he can shoot his sword.
Right.
Not all of us, Joker.
Big Top Pee Wee.
My sister and I only watch.
So he's been in a ton of stuff, this guy.
Studs and Joe and Turk Pelletier set up
I like
this
to watch.
booby trap just to knock
Do you like to
Sword
watch?
off his bike. Only Studs got idiots set his in too high.
And Baker lost his head.
I,
Who's Turk Pelletier?
Sword Man.
oh, one of the gang, my sister's boyfriend.
Yeah. Studs and Joe and
Over
Turk.
Macho Grande.
He
I'll
was
never
in
get
our
over Macho
gang.
Grande.
Oh, you see, Turk was the first one who was murdered by the headless
Nacho!
spider 2 years ago.
There was never anything about Turk Pelletier in the papers or the books that I read.
The Headless Rider.
We buried him secretly.
What?
Well,
I'm just gonna listen to Allman Brothers now, just for the rest of the show.
I know, right? I was just about to sing that.
Like a trophy.
Not gonna let him catch me,
Those
no.
were the days.
Not gonna catch the Headless Rider.
Headless rider.
Listen, who figured out they had to put together Baker's head and body in order to free his spirit?
Studs.
Those are the days.
Studs, the bright one.
Right.
I remember when I used to get head
Went
at
to
a
the cemetery
car.
and he found the car and checked the canister inside
Rolled
the
in a
body and
flashlight.
Everything was fine.
Yeah, until I dug up the old cemetery.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't move the bodies.
Yes,
Son of a bitch!
in Star Trek.
You get it?
That's it.
Sure.
That was a hell of a show, huh, Gil? Yep. It was a good show, I must say. I like catching him when he's not here.
Aren't you ever your typewriter?
Mrs. Morton, I'd like you to come with me, please.
Why?
For your own protection. But we'd also like to ask you a few questions about the decapitation killing of Harold Baker.
Don't you ever heard a typewriter?
That's old news. Today, Baker's head is lying out in a county warehouse somewhere. I mean, that's what Spake was doing out there, trying to put the body and the head together.
Well, everyone at headquarters.
20 years later, hasn't the statutes of limitations run up?
Now, there's nothing to worry.
There is no
Nothing to be
statute of
afraid
limitations on
Mrs.
homicide.
Morton. Sure, some bikers have been
Murder.
doing it for some reason to avenge Baker's
Why don't you
death.
think it was
Now, it's
murder?
weird, and probably drug-induced.
Gill, are you talking?
There is no costume, and he certainly hasn't taken it into his head because
Nope,
there is
he
no
must be
head.
having issues.
Baker's head is lying somewhere out in the county warehouse. Now, if you have any brains, you can go
Yeah,
out there and put it
there's
back
probably
together,
something
give
wrong
him
with
a
his
body.
mic,
You're
too.
telling me
Can't believe I'm asking
No.
him to talk.
a bone, and find someone's skull, and
Usually I'm
like
telling
him
them to
and
shut up.
stump right. Is that what you think police do? I have given up
Barn
trying
of
to figure out
bones.
what police do. All I know
Barnaby
is what has
Bones.
to be done, right?
Right.
Come on, nothing?
Mrs. Morton, and
Thanks to this.
Oh, that's like he said Barnaby Jones too fast.
macabre
Right,
babbling.
Barnaby Bones.
Babbling. And you're supposed to be the
In
brightest,
his
youngest.
seersucker suit.
Morbid, macabre, bobbling.
Guy man.
Jesus.
Well, I guess it's just you and I there, Jeff, to finish this show.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, well. He'll be back.
He always comes back.
He always comes back.
Bloop. I hope he's still recording. Probably not, so it's a good thing I recorded, huh?
That's okay. I think I'm recording too, so it doesn't matter.
Can you hear me?
Check
yet?
out- Oh, Jesus.
Hello. Nice to
That?
join us.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Gary Internet.
Yeah, it was weird. I could hear both of you perfectly. So,
Oh.
Newty, you can send me your recording of the conversation.
Okay.
Otherwise, people will be listening to the two of you talking about how you can't hear me, and me going, I'm here, you fucking cockwombles.
I don't think that's on Urban Dictionary.
No, cockwomble is.
Oh, they changed the
pretty-
security guard.
Yeah, I'm actually
pretty
familiar with that phrase.
Something in here. It's happening again.
I quit.
care about the extra money. I changed my mind. You do whatever you want.
George Solomon. Harbour.
Yeah, good man. I don't care about extra $5.
But at least he was polite enough to phone and say, look, by the way, I'm leaving.
Yeah, let him know first.
Yeah.
Yoinks! I'm getting out of here. Come on, Scoob.
That was, of course, the wonderful voice of Casey Kasem.
Jeez. And that's how the Beatles recorded Stairway to Heaven. And now on with the countdown.
Ponderous man. Great music as usual.
Notice how Bacchus is one of the B names on there? Self-referential bullshit. Also a word.
It sounds like he's being snuck up on by some really depressed clowns.
Yeah. Clown Camp Massacre.
like that one doctor from fucking Prince of Darkness who wants to playing the mouth trumpet.
Yeah.
Got a sandwich. Talk to the black guy.
All our shows are going to hell. It's a trend lately.
I think the problem for this show is that we were given at least one piece of positive feedback, and it just went to our heads.
Yeah, I noticed since we read off that feedback, he hasn't left any since. Coincidence?
I love the idea that he'd already stopped watching.
Right? He probably never heard us praise his
And like we've got an episode where we basically say, he said these lovely nice things, and he's never heard that.
Never heard it.
And we don't know who it is.
No.
So we can't even tell them.
No, we don't know if he listens to the other shows or not. But
We
yeah,
can take an educated guess, though.
I don't think they could have saved any more money on this costume than they did on this one.
I think this is how the Nitro Circus started.
So I just threw the skull at him and he fell down. The skull bounced away 10 more feet, so wouldn't it not be together anymore?
Sure, I'll give you a head. Oh
Yeah.
no, it was like magnetically compelled, like the T2 pulling back together.
So they used the real skull here because, you know, plastic ones were more expensive.
Getting flashbacks to that Halloween commentary.
Call back to the poltergeist from the other night.
Oh yeah, sorry, not Halloween.
Jesus, Gill. What's wrong with
Well, it's fucking 3:05 in the morning. What's wrong with you?
Nothing, I'm wide awake. It's only
Yeah,
10 o'clock here.
I remember I once suggested to you guys that it'd be funny if we recorded at a time that was sensible for me.
We can't help it that you have to live in the Shire.
I love the fact that I don't live in the Shire. That was Roscoe lives in the Shire.
Roscoe P. Coltrane.
Yep.
So it's not time for like second breakfast for you yet?
Sadly, not even time for first breakfast yet.
Threesies.
All right, we made it through Chopper. So go ahead there, Mr. X. Give us your take.
I like this episode. I think it's a lot of fun. It's got some really cheesy special effects that I actually dig a lot. So, yeah, if you're going like 1 through 10, I'll give this a solid 8.
Very nice. And Mr. Gill?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it when I watched it. I thought it was quite a fun one. I thought it was more intended to be fun, this one, than a lot of the others, because it's got jokey bits like her pretend crying that is just so wonderfully over the top.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is one of the more fun episodes to watch, and I suppose you can even watch it just for the sheer enjoyment of looking at what is clearly someone with fake shoulders over the top of their head.
Yeah, it adds to the charm of the show. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you rate it?
I rate it a B.
A B. So that's a 80. That's an 8. Or an 80.
Yeah.
80 out of 100.
I'll give it a 7.5.
Yeah. Yeah, this is in my top 5, I think, of all the episodes. It's a fun one, like you said. It's so overacted and campy and just goofy. It's one of the better ones, and yeah, I'd say probably an 8. Good stuff. All right. We will be back next time with Demon and Lace, but for now, do you want to you want to pimp your stuff there, Mr. X?
No.
All right, cool.
I'll do it next time, I promise.
All right. Until next time, we'll be
guilty as charged.